they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real.
It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Cincinnati. It's the Chiefs and the Bengals on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. It'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the...
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they've played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's difficult to try and defend him is if you...
And he's got it on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He found Jamar Chase with a touchdown pass. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score touchdowns. He sets to throw on first down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Finley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are once again back in front.
Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Finley, he's going to rifle one deep left side. 20, 10. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
A penalty is declined.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a 1st down. Inside handoff to Mixon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 44, Finley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Play action now. Here's Finley. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Finley, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Stanley Morgan, 46 yards. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will rep. Yeah, who has time. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 75 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation.
The Bengals getting set to go.
And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 151 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And they'll try to throw now. Finley. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw on 2nd and 10. Finley. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. Oh, he's got some down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 59 yards. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead. A draw play for Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mixing up the middle. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 44 yards. And the Bengals are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. The Bengals set to take over. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Here's a give to Mixon. Oh, he's got a little, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the...
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And some space here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Personal foul. Defense.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Here's a run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mixon, saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
He keeps carrying the ball into the...
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. 243 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. The Bengals, yes, the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. As we say, thank you for watching, and good night.